Well, it was an exciting day heading to our back 40 acres. Today was cleanup day. I had a lot of pine trees to clean up that I'd cut down a few days ago. There was logs to stack up, brush to haul off site, and a lot of stumps to remove. I wasn't sure how the skid steer would work with the stumps, but I was excited to find out. Got a little bit of dead trees here that are too long to get out, so I'm gonna fire the chainsaw up and then make these a little bit shorter. We're gonna let that warm up for about 2 minutes before we start using it hard. We've had some pretty hazy days this summer. This is from the wildfire smoke blowing out of Canada. So even on a nice sunny day, you can just tell it's a little hazy in the air. Well, I got most of the brush cleaned up. However, these stumps are kind of getting in the way now. So I do have the bucket back here, but man, this rock bucket is just as solid. All right, that little one came out pretty easy. Let's move on to a big one. Well, that makes a world of difference whether it was a dead tree or a live tree. This one over here was a live tree, and it was probably the biggest tree I've taken down back here. So that took a little bit of digging, whereas the dead ones, they can pretty much just rip them out of the ground. Especially with these pine trees, there's just a big taproot, so if you can get that started, it's just going to keep coming up. When we started this site, it was nothing but trees and thick brush, so we've come a long way. We started down here with a campfire pit. Eventually, we still need to clear out more of a view on this hill that overlooks a big marsh and a creek. But what's more important now is just to get a good pad up here for parking and where we'd like to put our off-grid cabin. We're pretty far back here in the deep woods, and we don't have any way to put a fire out if it got out of control. So there's a nice spot over here. I can tuck the brush, we won't see it. Well, since I'm in stump removal mode, I'm going to get this pine here, which is further up the trail. And then there's one more birch stump over here. So we're going to knock these two out. And this really opened up this tight corner. We got a lot of holes here and piles of dirt from where stumps are ripped out. So we're going to run this back and forth and get this leveled out better. This rock bucket works pretty good to grade, but I think since I have the bucket back here, I'm going to swap that out. Well, it sure feels good to get all those stumps removed. Now, the end of the trail has a proper place to park, get out and play, and turn around. Day by day, we're making lots of progress at the site. Well, we did pretty good back here today, I think. Got those stumps out, the brush cleared out. It's level enough we can actually get a truck in here, have a little parking spot. Got the wood stacked up over there. Our little campsite is one step closer to becoming our dream cabin getaway. Subscribe to follow the adventure and all the work that's yet to come.